Closed captioning provided by the UT Haslam College full-time MBA program. Learn, transform, lead. It all starts here.
Let's get ready to work the win. Let's go.
This is it. A passion that knows no equal. For the next 60 minutes, you're tuned to Vol Network coverage of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Let's own expectations, man. Let's go.
From the heart and soul of the Volunteers Day.
I want the whole city of Knoxville to know that it's football time in Tennessee.
This is Tennessee. This is the Butch Jones Show.
I've been waiting for this one.
Brought to you by the Big Orange Debit Card. Only from the official bank of the Vols. First Tennessee. By Dish. Introducing the Flex Pack. It's a skinny bundle from Dish, official sponsor of the Big Orange. By the Ford F-150. Tough runs in our family. See your local Ford dealer today. And by Farm Bureau Insurance. With agents in more communities than any other insurer, Tennessee turns to Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols.
This third Saturday in October didn't go the way the Tennessee Volunteers wanted. Top-ranked Alabama played like a top-ranked team, and Tennessee coach just couldn't overcome just a rash of injuries. Your team was really shorthanded.
Never been through a game like that, but we've kind of stood behind the next man in, and our players have done a great job with that. And you know, I thought we battled and we battled and we battled, but football comes down to one-on-one matchups, and we all know this is a line of scrimmage league and a line of scrimmage game, and just we were not able to control the line of scrimmage. And when you have that, you're going to struggle. We had way too many negative yardage plays on offense, and then defensively, it always starts with taking away the run, and we weren't able to do that. I thought, Bob, in the first half, I thought our defense gave us an opportunity to be in the game, made some plays. I thought they were opportunistic. We were able to take the ball away. You know, we always talk about situational football, the one series where they take the football away and then we go and we score and we capitalize with 7 points. That's what we talk about. But again, just we have to get our health back. The bye week's coming at a right time. The individuals that gained significant playing time yesterday, what they have to do now is they have to learn from their mistakes. They have to learn from the game live repetitions, and we need to be better for it down the stretch. But we're sitting at 5-2 with a lot to be played for, and you can't get caught up. It's very disappointing. I haven't slept all night, and that's the way it should be. But you can't let the emotion take you over as well. We're 5-2. We're playing meaningful games coming up. From here on out, every game is a championship game, and that's kind of the mindset that we have to have as we work to be 1-0 each and every week and moving forward.
You knew this four-game stretch against all these ranked opponents would take a toll on any team, and injuries are part of it, and just the emotional strain it puts on a football team.
It does, and then when you go into a game like this and you have a lot of game time decisions of individuals, whether they can go or not go, and Dylan Wiseman has been playing his best football his senior year, and I thought we really missed him, obviously, and Ja'Shawn Robertson. I thought some of the younger kids, for their first extensive action, did some really good things that we continue to build on and grow on. And like I told our football team, I love it as the same or as more than I did the night before. And we just have to keep working, and we have to have a great work week. It's not an off week. It's not a bye week. It's a work week, and we have to go back. We have to get our health in the training room. But also we need some individuals to step up in the special teams game, maybe some individuals that haven't quite played as much, and we'll use that as development this week, and then obviously the overall fundamentals and details.
They obviously wanted to make sure that Tennessee didn't run the football, and especially Josh Dobbs. They did a good job on that.
They did. And they're able to play man coverage and press man-to-man coverage, and you have to prove to a football team that you can defeat man coverage. And they were smart, knowing where we were with the offensive line. They crowded the line of scrimmage. They brought pressure just about on every single down, and they locked up and played man-to-man coverage, and they weren't going to let Josh set his feet in the pocket.
So Tennessee and Alabama will show you some of the key plays from the game at Neyland Stadium when we come back next here on the Butch Jones Show.
Time out to check the stats. Brought to you by Dish.
Last Saturday against Texas A&M, junior running back Alvin Kamara proved records were meant to be broken, even those older than himself. Check the stats. On the ground and in the air, the Norcross, Georgia native amassed a single-game school record of 312 all-purpose yards. 101 of Kamara's 127 yards on the ground came after contact and resulted in 6 missed tackles. The previous record seemed to withstand the test of time when Chuck Webb rolled the Rebels of Ole Miss for 294 yards in 1989.
Check the stats. Dish introduces the new Flex Pack. Learn more at dish.com/vol. Catch the Vol on Dish, proud partner of the Big Orange.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Ford Truck Month is here. Now get 0 for 72 on a well-equipped 2016 F-150.
Go Vols!
I'm Clay Matthews, and I'm good at football. And so is Verizon. Because now you can watch every live, local, and primetime game on your phone with NFL Mobile, exclusively on Verizon. All without using your data. That's better than good. It's the best. And I'm the best. Watch live NFL games, NFL Red Zone, and more with NFL Mobile, all in HD, only on America's best network.
It's been used universally for decades. The consummate attaboy. Good job. Way to go. Because nothing says a job well done like the classic high five. So if someone wants to give you 5, the polite thing to do is say thank you. That's why for 5 years in a row, Farm Bureau Insurance has been proud to receive the J.D. Power Award for highest customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Southeast region. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee turns to us.
Excellence is a journey that you choose to take. It's a choice to be the academic medical center in the region. It's a focus on not asking what's next, but discovering it. Excellence is having physicians on the cutting edge of medicine, training future generations of physicians. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
First Tennessee is the official bank of the Vols. They have backed us. They've been extremely supportive, and I am very proud to be partners with them as we continue to venture on this journey brick by brick. They are Tennessee. They're what this great state has been built upon. People, customer service, innovation, passion, and constant never-ending improvement. Based in Tennessee, they give their all for Tennessee each and every day. There's only one official bank of the Vols, and that's First Tennessee.
Great Southern Football Classic, Tennessee and Alabama, and it was great to have Peyton Manning there. He was the legend of the game before, and he got a great ovation from the fans.
He did, and very deservingly so. We had over 500 Vol for Lifes in attendance. We had a reception for them Friday night, had an opportunity to go down and speak with them, and then obviously Peyton Manning, and spent a lot of time with him on Friday, and then actually spent a lot of time with him after the game as well in my office, and a few hours of just getting caught up, and it's great to have him around.
So you kind of, I'm sure he's a great guy to bounce things off, especially after the game last night.
Well, he gets it because he's seen it all. He's seen it at all levels of football here at the University of Tennessee, obviously with his family, and then at the highest level, the National Football League.
Defensively in the first half, really that kept you in the game. And a bunch of guys made a bunch of big plays in that first half.
We did. We had some individuals step up. We generated some turnovers in key moments of the game. And Derek Barnett continues to be a force. Again, I said everyone on our football team should watch how he prepares week in and week out for a game, and not just on the practice field, but in the training room, in the strength and conditioning room as well.
And it's every play for Derek Barnett. Let's pick up some of the highlights, and Coach, you can talk about some of those defensive plays. One of the things you had to do was trying to corral their freshman quarterback, Hurts.
And they do a good job of changing the launch points and all that. We're bringing right here, we're bringing edge pressure. And Rashawn Golden does a great job of leveraging the football. And we always talk about outside in, leverage the football and wrap. And that was on a critical 3rd down and 2, which forces a punt. Again, staying with the same theme here, Bob, of pressure. Here's Colton Jumper. And again, the thing that you can't do is you can't allow him to stay in the home position, sit in his living room and deliver the football. Everything is about impacting the quarterback. And Colton Jumper here comes. And again, disrupts the timing and the rhythm of the play. And you can't see it on this clip, but we also had very, very good coverage downfield.
When you pressured him, you were very effective at disrupting their offense.
And that's what it's all about, is you can't ever let a quarterback be comfortable and set himself in the pocket. You have to continue to disrupt him. And again, Colton does a great job at getting the hit on the quarterback. There's so many ways that you can impact the quarterback. You know, it's tip footballs, it's pressure situations. You don't always have to have a sack. Again, staying with that same theme here, here's Demarie Mixon. Does a great job at the swim move at the line of scrimmage, and they actually have a screen that they're trying to set up. And we do a great job of being physical with the back, but also, again, the rhythm and timing of the play is disrupted because of the pressure.
And this is another big pressure play.
Again, you can see Derek Barnett does a great job with his get-off. He's worked so hard with his get-off. Does a great job, like we've seen, is reduce his surface and then runs the hoop. And the big thing is he cannot be past the level of the quarterback. So if he's past the level of the quarterback, it does nobody any good. It's a missed pass rush opportunity, as we call it. And he does a great job of staying at the level of the quarterback, bending, and then obviously being very, very disruptive. Ball on the ground. Demarie Mixon and everyone try to get on the ball, and we get it. Quay comes up with the ball here now. What do you do with those points? And that's what we talked about, situational football, and we were able to capitalize. But again, here comes Derek, and we talk about the launch point when you're going to tackle a quarterback. It's below the shoulders right there. He does a great job of disrupting the ball. Then there's also a technique that goes involved in recovering that fumble. And again, very opportunistic by our defense.
Lots of orange shirts around the ball. That set up this play to Alvin Kamara.
Yes, we have a 6-yard run here. It's an inside zone play. Our offensive front does a very good job. You can see at the left side at the point of attack, Drew Richmond, the left tackle, does a really nice job of working with Venzel Bower and coming flat. And then everything is your angle on the linebacker. And where Drew does a great job is angle on the linebacker, now run your feet, and then it puts Alvin Kamara on a one-on-one situation with their safety number 15, and he's held because of the threat of the run with Josh Dobbs.
And Ethan Wolf has a good lead block there as well.
And Ethan is coming across, it's exactly right. And Alvin does a great job of getting the ball north and south and getting it into the checkerboards.
That makes it 14-7. You're in the game right now.
Well, we are, and momentum starts to swing a little bit. Here's a 2nd down and 2 play. Again, one individual that continues to show is Derek Barnett, but we talked about impacting the quarterback here, Bob. Here's a great illustration. Here's Shy Tuttle coming off, gets his hands up, tip football, and then Derek with an interception. Last week he had a PBU, a pass breakup, and now this week he gets an interception.
First career interception for Derek Barnett.
Again, it all starts with Shy Tuttle of disrupting the quarterback, gets a tip ball, and then Derek makes a great play. And then the other thing about this is securing the football. Put the ball away, tuck it away, chin it, and he does a great job with that.
You work on the tip drill every single day, and it paid off.
Yes, we do. Here's Elliott Berry, who gained a significant action right here. They're actually throwing a screen to the back, and everything is about your defensive front and penetration and not giving the offensive lineman good landmarks to get off. We call that, from an offensive perspective, is walking the sidewalk. There's a sidewalk that the back has to walk along with the offensive lineman. We do a great job of disrupting that, and then Elliott does a great job of closing space inside out on the ball carrier and having a tackle for loss. Here's a 2nd down and 4 football play, and here's a completion right here to Ethan Wolf. Again, we've talked about the pocket presence of Josh Dobbs all year, and again, here comes some free pressure, and he does a great job of standing in the pocket. But again, he can't continuously take these shots. He does a great job, though, of standing firm in the pocket and delivering a throw to Ethan Wolf. And I thought Ethan does a great job, obviously, with the catch radius. That was a big play for us, obviously.
Throwing the ball down the field, though, it was tough all day against big splash plays, as you call them. Those are tough to come by.
They were, and it's, they've done a great job with really improving their team's speed on defense. Here's a 2nd and 9 throw to Josh Malone. Again, we're trying to show what the coverage is without motion here. And again, it's just everything to try to change the launch point of the quarterback. Our offensive line does a very nice job here of providing a solid wall for Josh to throw the football. Josh is very, he takes it. He's very aggressive. And again, sprint out to your left. This is something where Josh has made remarkable improvement. Does a great job of delivering the ball to Malone, and then run after the catch. And Josh does a great job of running after the catch and gaining the 1st down there. Again, here's another shot at it. Then that ends the drive with the 37-yard field goal by Aaron Medley here. Good job up front. Again, those are very, very needed points at that particular moment of the game.
Had a chance to play Quentin Dormady in the game some.
Yeah, and it was great to get him into the game and have him throw the football a little bit. This is actually his first play, and we're going up top. Josh Malone, this is where his game has continued to improve, is he does a great job of adjusting to the ball in the air. It's a back shoulder throw. And then again, run after the catch, getting extra yards.
But Coach, we mentioned before, again, it was a disappointing day, but you've got to look at this. You're right now 5-2. Got an open date, and then you got a really tough stretch of games in the SEC East, and that's what really the bulk of the season is going to boil down to, how you do this second half of the season.
Well, you're exactly right, and this bye week is coming at the right time, but it's a work week, and our players have to understand the magnitude of this week, and we worked very hard to put ourselves in this type of situation where we're playing meaningful games. Every game is very, very critical, just like the entire season. But you take a break, you try to get your health back, but the individuals who can't get back, the individuals that replace them, they got to step up. We always talk about it. The names in the back of the jersey may change, but the standard and the expectations by the way we're going to play football at Tennessee never changes. So again, this is a great week to go back to work, learn from our mistakes, get in the weight room, get our health back, and get ready to go for the stretch run.
Do you approach it as this is kind of a wake-up call for some of these young guys? They've been itching to play, and now suddenly they get thrown in there against Alabama, and that really gives them a measuring stick actually where they are?
Absolutely. But the whole key is them being realistic, is being your own worst critic. And, sometimes as coaches, you have to coach, you have to critique, you have to criticize in constructive ways, and a lot of times people don't want to hear that, but the great ones want to hear it. They want to know, how can I take the next step? How can I go from point A to point B? And that's why I said in the press conference last night, everybody has to be responsible for their own self-determination. And the way you hurt at the end of the game is a direct correlation to your investment in your teammates in this football program. And we had a lot of individuals that hurt in that locker room. Now it's how do we learn from that? How does this motivate us? How does this drive us? How do we improve our tackling, our fundamentals, our details of what it takes to play winning football down the stretch? I've been proud of these kids. They went through a gauntlet, and it was disappointing, but not discouraging. And so we have to keep going and get better, in which we will.
When we come back, we'll go to the film room here on The Butch Jones Show.
It's time to honor the Tennessee Vol Scholar of the Week, brought to you by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites. This week, we recognize Brett Kendrick as the Vol Scholar of the Week. Brett's major is Recreation and Sport Management. He will graduate this December and will begin a master's program with a year of eligibility remaining. Brett is a 2016-2017 Vol Scholar and had a 3.0 GPA last year, making him our Vol Scholar of the Week.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Get to your local Nissan store today. Take on sudden stops. It's a Nissan, proud partner of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Sophie, his 13th birthday. Gift, we've got you. Guitar, coming tomorrow. Road game today, surprise party tomorrow. Change of plans. Game tomorrow.
No, birthday tomorrow.
Hotel. Guitar, reroute.
Birthdays are on birthdays.
Party, relocate. UPS My Choice makes rerouting packages easy. How we're helping companies solve for the needs of customers like Sophie.
Whew, it's hot in here.
It's your kickin' chicken sandwich meal. It really brings the heat. Is it hot enough?
Smoldering. I'm April.
I'm July.
Set your world on fire? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. The Kickin' Chicken Sandwich Meal. Chicken fingers on Texas toast drizzled with tongue torch sauce and ranch. Served with crinkle fries and a small beverage. Only at Zaxby's.
When my father started Food City, he held his stores to the highest standard of quality. He believed that every store should have a knowledgeable butcher so that customers always got the most for their money. Now today there are Food City stores in 4 states, and you'll find certified Angus beef in every one of them, and always at a great price. That's value, and that's what you'll find at Food City.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by Verizon, the better network. Verizon, official wireless provider of the Tennessee Volunteers.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
By UT Medical Center, Tennessee's hospital. UT Medical Center, wisdom for your life. And by Food City, the tailgating capital of Big Orange Country. And proud sponsor of UT Athletics. Food City, value every day.
I'm Maddie Glad with VFL Eric Ainge. This is the Film Room, a segment where Eric breaks it down for us. Today we're talking about the RPO, the run pass option. So when I think of the RPO, I think of quarterback has the option to run, or you got an option to run, or you have an option to pass with some wide receivers out there. What am I missing here? Because I know there's more to it.
You're not missing that much. I mean, that's exactly what it is. The RPO, you hear the term all the time. Our coaches, a lot of colleges do it all around the country. Run, pass option.
Right.
So run, pass, and you have a choice. I mean, it's not that hard, right? In fact, the first one we're going to do is actually an old school boot out on the run, get Dobbs to break contain, kick back, set the edge, run or throw it. You're on the edge, you have the choice.
Okay.
So we're going to snap it down set hut. Here he goes. He's going to get outside. He's going to break contain right there. Safety blitz off the backside. He can run it or he can throw it. He finds Kroom, gets a big first down right there. But that's the most old school version of an RPO, like you said.
Okay.
Run, pass option right there.
So if I'm watching a game, how do I know if it's a run pass option?
Well, just that last one specifically, if the quarterback breaks contain, he's throwing the football, RPO, run pass option.
Okay.
It always is if they're outside the pocket.
Okay.
This one would be a little bit different. This time we're going to be inside the pocket, and we have options out here, and you'll watch it. So let's go ahead and snap it. Down set HUD, it just looks like a running play. Right here, right? Hurd gets it, takes off and runs. But go back just to the beginning of the play. I want you to watch what these guys do right here. Looking for the football, going to make the block downfield. The RPO is Josh Dobbs at the line of scrimmage going, do I have the look to run or do I have the look to throw?
Right.
The RPO is built in. You know, Brett Favre used to do it for the Packers. He'd just run a one-step slant by this backside guy, and if it wasn't open, boom, he'd throw it. We used to have to audible when we'd go up there, maybe have a little bubble screen to the slot receiver. It's just gotten a lot more sophisticated because teams like to play fast.
And what does an RPO expose in a defense?
Well, I mean, what it gives the quarterback the chalk last. So like I was saying, you know, when I used to play, you have to go up there and look at it and then make an audible, check the play. You don't have the look you want, get in the right play. Now teams want to play so fast, you just have to build in the pass play to every run. So here's one right here. We're in the double stack like we've seen us do a lot.
Right.
It's just a running play. So you'll see Kamara, you'll see the line, down set HUD, ball snap, firing off, running the ball. Boom, ball gets tossed out there, pitch and catch to Josh Malone, good block, and he goes and picks up a first down on third down. The RPO, the run, and the pass built into the run, and then the quarterback just gets to make the decision at the line of scrimmage, and that's how you have the chalk last with some tempo.
All right, thanks, Eric. The RPO, that's something that you guys can look to in the next game.
Coach, that's one of the biggest changes, I think, in the last decade in college football, the quarterback with the run-pass option.
Monumental change in football, but everyone wants to talk about the change in offense. It's really changed defense more so than ever, because what that does is if you're playing a zone coverage football team, what you're doing is you're putting your run-pass defender in conflict, and when they take their reads, they read a run, and it's adjusting to the rules of linemen being able to be a couple yards down the field. So what it does is it takes away the discipline in which reading your keys and your reads, and it kind of preys off of that. So that's what you see more teams on defense recruiting more speed, more athleticism at the linebacker position, the nickel position, because what you have to do is you have to play man-to-man coverage more. That's why we're seeing more man coverage, is because of the RPOs, the run-pass options, and there's so much that goes into it. It's throws down the field, it's bubble screens like Eric just talked about, but also their pass concepts as well, curl flat combinations. Really, the sky's the limit when it comes to RPO in terms of the imagination aspect of things.
And it's also put a great premium on finding a great nickel back, because those guys have to be really versatile on defense.
No question. From the nickel, and also your linebackers. You have to be able to play a back man-to-man. You have to be able to lock up in a tight end and man-to-man coverage. And you have to be able to really, really study the game more and more now because of the RPOs.
When we come back, we'll take a look at Tennessee linebacker Colton Jumper here on The Butch Jones Show.
Tailgating doesn't have to be work anymore. Kick off your game day with Tailgate Tennessee. Located inside Circle Park, Tailgate Tennessee offers premium tailgate packages with private tents, TVs, food, and much more. You park the car, we'll do the rest. For more information, visit tailgatetennessee.com. Presented by Zaxby's and Dish.
I just wanna break the rules. I just wanna break the rules.
Tomorrow's fuel is here today, at home in abundance. America's natural gas is cleaner, more reliable, more affordable, and more efficient, delivering greater stability and dependability with lower costs and emissions. Contact your local natural gas provider to look closer at a versatile resource that can serve your family and community for generations to come.
At Farm Bureau Health Plans, you may have heard us say, we've got you covered.
What does gotcha mean? It means no matter who you are
or what age.
Whether you just need coverage for one, or for you, your wife, or kids.
You've got choices for great health plans. And Medicare supplements. All our plans have options.
With different levels of coverage. and deductibles and co-payments.
Mom, can I get covered?
Of course. Have questions? Visit fbhealthplans.com or your local Farm Bureau office. We've got you covered.
Our family. We're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Ford Truck Month is here. Now get 0 for 72 on a well-equipped 2016 F-150.
Go Vols!
1 Tennessee. 1 sustainable goal. 0 waste in Neyland Stadium. No sort recycling. Now 0 excuses. Made possible by Eastman, Food City, and Waste Connections. No sort makes it easy to be a good sport. Tackle sustainability. At Tennessee, good sports always recycle.
The Vol Network now turns the spotlight on Team 120. Brought to you by Hyundai. Proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
Knight empties the backfield. Quick slant is batted away and intercepted by Tennessee on the deflection. Colton Jumper.
I'm Maddie Glab here with linebacker Colton Jumper. Colton, there's been a big difference between this year and last year with your play. What would you say has been the change?
Yeah, I would say definitely film study. That's really been a key for this year. Just getting in the film room a lot and just trying to study the offenses, the opponent's offenses, and then also Coach Shoup. He's been a really big help. I think he understands the game really, really well, and he communicates it very well too.
I know Coach Jones and a lot of the players, all you guys preach next man up when it's your turn. When you got pulled into that Virginia Tech game, was it hard at all to get into that mindset? Yeah, at first there's a lot of nerves. It's really that for those first couple plays, and then after that, you kind of settle down, and that's really when you start to think better and you can kind of process everything faster. At first, you are nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Usually before every game, I'm really nervous, but then after you get that first play done, you hit somebody, it just goes out the window, and all you think about is football. You and Cortez McDowell, second string guys, now both starting on defense. Have you both fed off of each other in these games? Yeah, I think we definitely have. We're both guys that kind of like weren't the second choice, so we share a bond in that. And we know that we have to come out and prove ourselves every day because of that reason.
Appleby on 1st and goal. Wheel route. Fires for the end zone pass. Knocked away from Cronkrite. Good play by Colton Jumper. The success story of you right now coming in as a walk-on and being able to do what you've done so far. Do you look back at it at all and think, wow, I never thought I'd be in this place right now? Yeah, if you had told me that I'd be right here, in high school or anything like that, I probably would have laughed in your face. But I've always believed in myself and that I can do anything I set my mind to. So nothing's really out of the question for me. So it's not too far out of reach, but it was definitely a stretch of the imagination a while ago, though. All right, best tweet or text you think you've gotten? There's not one really that comes to mind, but there's been a lot of apologies and stuff like that where, sorry, about ripping you last year or earlier this season. I hope you forgive me, stuff like that. But there hasn't been really one that's pointed out, that's stuck out to me, but there's been a few that, I've chuckled at. The resiliency of this defense, you guys do not give up. Is it fun to be a part of that group out there with the D-line and just getting fired up after you guys go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out in so many games? Like you said, we never really quit. Like when our back's against the wall, we're gonna come out swinging. Really a testament to that is Malik's play in the fourth quarter at Texas A&M. But yeah, something that we preach all the time in this program, something that Coach Jones talks about all the time, and it's really a testament to this program. Colton, thanks for sitting down with us. We appreciate it. Thank you.
The road for a walk-on is always difficult, and that's why you admire them when they make it and get to play in these meaningful games and meaningful snaps. And Colton Jumper never gave up the hope he was going to be a great player here at Tennessee.
Well, he just said it. He always believed. And if you believe that you can accomplish something and you put your mind to it, you can do that. And he's one of those individuals that just continued to work. And now he's helping us. He's helping us win football games. He's getting better week in and week out. He's grown in terms of confidence. Our players believe in him. We do what we call the big three, where we have the three elements to winning in all three phases. And when we called on him, I have them come up and present it again to the team Friday nights at the hotel. And when we call on him to present the big three, our team goes crazy. So that lets me know how much they believe in him and admire him. And being a walk-on is a tough road, because you have to earn everything that you get. And Colton Jumper has earned everything that he's receiving so far.
But walk-ons are really valuable, A, for practice, and then if you get one like Colton that really can step up and help you, that's a big benefit to a team.
You look at any successful program, it really stems from a very strong walk-on program. It's individuals that want an opportunity to compete at this level, go to the University of Tennessee, and earn a scholarship and help win. And even the individuals that you don't see on game day, they help you win behind the scenes on scout teams. You look at Trevor Daniel. I think Trevor Daniel is one of the top 2 or 3 punters in the country. He was a walk-on. So we're winning in our walk-on program, and we need to continue to recruit walk-ons that want that opportunity to come here and earn a scholarship, because that's what we need in today's world of limited scholarships. You're going to need walk-on players playing. And I believe somebody told me last night on the field we had 13 walk-ons at some point in time. Now that may be a little too many, but again, the foundation of your football team and work ethic a lot of times stems from the walk-ons.
Great success story for the Tennessee team, Colton Jumper. When we come back, we'll ask the coach here on the Butch Jones Show.
Tennessee fans, it's time to lock in. On sale now is the official Tennessee football fan t-shirt for 2016. Lock-in shirts are on sale now at Vol shops on campus and at participating fan shops across the state, including Alumni Hall, Hound Dogs, Walgreens, Sports Seasons, and Food City. That's Lock In, presented by Dish.
Good or better? The Hyundai Sonata versus the Toyota Camry. The Sonata has an available panoramic sunroof. The Camry? No. In the Sonata, available Android Auto. The Camry? No again. And only the Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2017 Sonata from Hyundai.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
Technology affects us on a daily basis, no matter what we have to do. So when it comes to our banking, everything has to be fast and convenient. For a coach on the go or a family on the go, First Tennessee is the name to know for online banking and mobile banking. And I couldn't forget my big orange debit card. It's with me all the time. And when I pull that out of my wallet, I'm very proud to show the Power T. You'll find the Power T at First Tennessee.
There's something out there. Something stirring. Something wild. Introducing the Wild family of instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Win up to $500,000. Out of nowhere. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
You asked, he'll answer. This is Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Check them out at academy.com/Vols for your chance to win Tennessee football tickets. No purchase necessary.
Got a question from Sam Scott here, Coach, and this is apropos. What are you going to focus on during this open date, the bye week?
Many things to focus on. And obviously there'll be a lot of team-related emphasis, but also individual-related emphasis as well. Like we stated the whole show, we have to get our health back. That's paramount. So the amount of time that we can spend in the training room is going to be critical. We have to get some strength levels up. And then also individual improvement. and some scheme changes, some fundamentals. So there's a whole checklist. Like I said, it's a work week, and it's a work week very, very well needed. And then also as coaches, not only are we improving our current football team, but we'll take some time to go out on the road recruiting across the country as well.
John Bryce joins us here now. John.
Coach, I wanted to ask you, through the years, you have had such a track record of success of best utilizing your bye weeks and coming out really strong the remainder of the season after that. What's your formula? How do you adapt that? How do you continue to keep that the same moving forward?
I think you just said the word that's appropriate, adapt, because I think each team is different for what they need at that particular moment of the season. And again, after 7 hard-fought games, there's a lot that's needed. So I think it's really breaking down the days, trying to get the most out of your hours, and really telling the players how important this week is. And a lot of times, individuals, they shut it down. And this is where we need to continue to grow as a football team. And in that locker room, our players, we set the temperament for this week coming up. And I would expect our leadership and our veteran players to understand the importance of this week. We really need this.
It is an important week, and then, of course, in 2 weeks to take on South Carolina. 5 games left and 5 big ones down the stretch.
Just take it 1 week at a time. We're working to win the bye week, and that's going to be kind of our point of emphasis come Monday. We're going to prepare like it's a game week. It'll be some different nuances, some different things, but we have to win the open day, or the open week, rather.
Have a productive open day. We'll see you in 2 weeks against Carolina.
Look forward to it.
Butch Jones will continue in just a moment.
Fans, please direct your attention to the video board for tonight's Loyal Fan of the Game. Brought to you by Hyundai. Vol fans are loyal. Hyundai fans are loyal too. Enough to be ranked #1 in customer loyalty 6 years in a row.
With CPI Security's InTouch system, you get complete protection, control, and convenience right at your fingertips. Arm your system, lock your doors, and make sure everyone is safe when you're not home. During an emergency, you're quickly connected to our award-winning monitoring station, delivering a fast, personal response when you need it. Call CPI today to get a complete InTouch system, including an interior and outdoor HD camera, touchscreen door lock, and thermostat installed free. That's over $2,100 in free equipment.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Ford Truck Month is here. Now get 0 for 72 on a well-equipped 2016 F-150.
Go Vols!
From hard work, humble beginnings, and the red clay of Tennessee, greatness is built brick by brick. This is Coach Philip Fulmer. General Shell and I are proud supporters of Tennessee football.
We are believers. Trust is earned in the field, where a full day's work will always tell the truth. We believe in what we do and what we have done. Who are we? #1 in subcompact tractors, #1 in compact excavators, and #1 in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
The Butch Jones Show is being delivered by UPS, helping companies solve for today's rising customer expectations. Visit ups.com/solvers to find out more. By Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere. By Eastman Chemical Company, promoting sustainability. Remember, good sports always recycle. And by Farm Bureau Health Plans. We've got you covered. Get a rate quote online at fbhealthplans.com or at your local Tennessee Farm Bureau office. Time now for Exact Science, brought to you by Humana, your partner in health.
Here in the Sports Medicine Department at Tennessee, one of our primary focuses is to help our athletes prevent injury and also to recover from the hard work that goes into playing their sport. However, in football, obviously injuries do happen, and we want to make sure that we're well equipped to take care of those injuries for our athletes. One of the unique things about being an athlete at the University of Tennessee is our great access to our physicians. We're lucky enough to have a fully operational doctor's office here adjacent to our training room. We also have our head team physician, Dr. Chris Plank, who has his office in the training room and is on site all day, every day to take care of our athletes. So if one of our athletes does get injured, one of the first places they may come would be into his exam room. So if we had an athlete that was suspected of having a broken bone, they may get an x-ray here on our x-ray unit. Or if we had someone who we thought possibly had a ligament tear or a muscle injury, they would possibly come in and Dr. Plank may use our diagnostic ultrasound. Over here, if our athletes came in and was having difficulty with chest pains or overexertion, we have the ability to do an EKG and test their heart, again here on site with Dr. Plank's supervision. All these things give our athletes immediate information from our physicians. This is a great benefit to us to get the answers that we need and get them moving back to the recovery process. During the early phase of recovery from an injury, one of the first things we have to do is limit pain and swelling. We use a number of different treatment modalities to help our athletes heal. Things such as ultrasound, cold compression, diathermy. These are all ways that our athletes can heal quicker to move on to the next phase of rehab where we start to build their strength back and help them return to functional activity. When our athletes are ready for the strengthening phase, they'll spend most of their time in our rehabilitation center. We've dedicated a lot of resources to have the best equipment available to help them recover from whatever injury they have. Things such as a treadmill that will unweight them using air pressure. We also have a number of ways to help them build strength and power, as well as retrain their balance if that's been affected. Our last room is our hydrotherapy room, where we have a number of different pools to help our athletes with both the rehab and recovery process. We have 2 plunge cold pools where our athletes will go after a hard workout or a hard practice to help the muscles in their legs recover. We've got a rehabilitation pool where they can do alternate conditioning, whether it's swimming or running through the water, which is a great resistance. And probably our most unique pools are our underwater treadmills. These treadmills give us a great deal of flexibility in the rehab process as we can customize them to any athlete's size or the speed needed to rehab them. They also have cameras underwater so that we can watch their mechanics as they run and correct any type of habit that they may have developed while they were injured. Along with all this equipment we've seen today, probably the most important resource we have here at Tennessee is our great physicians and our great athletic training staff. We want our student athletes and their parents to know that if they do get injured, we have the right people in place making the decisions and helping them to return to the football field as quickly and safely as possible.
Monday night means more Tennessee football. Join us from 8 to 9 p.m. for the Big Orange Hotline. Bob Kessling, Jeff Francis, and Pat Ryan break down Saturday's ballgame live from the patio of Dead End Barbecue in West Knoxville. That's the Big Orange Hotline, every Monday night.
Why are the clothes always so damp? Why do they take so long to dry?
Because we have an electric dryer.
Dad, why is this house so cold?
It's electric heat. Just bundle up and go ask your mother.
Mom, why is the
Go ask your father.
Why did this take so long? Why is it dry? Why is it burnt?
Maybe we should finally switch to natural gas.
Finally!
Why haven't you switched to natural gas?
Excellence is finding ways to solve new challenges. It's one of the reasons we created our 6 centers of excellence. Physicians from different disciplines working together to provide better solutions for you. It's a collaborative effort that pushes us to be our best and to provide you with the best care possible. Excellence is a journey that we take every day. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
Good or better? The Hyundai Elantra versus the Honda Civic. The Elantra has an available hands-free smart trunk. The Civic doesn't. Hyundai was named #1 in customer loyalty 7 years in a row. Honda wasn't.
Anyone?
And only one is backed by America's best warranty.
Hello?
The Hyundai.
What is that? Excuse me?
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2017 Elantra from Hyundai.
It's been used universally for decades. The consummate attaboy. Good job. Way to go. Because nothing says a job well done like the classic high five. So if someone wants to give you five, the polite thing to do is say thank you. That's why for 5 years in a row, Farm Bureau Insurance has been proud to receive the J.D. Power Award for highest customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Southeast region. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee turns to us.
The Tennessee 37-yard line. Running back split. Shula back to throw. Left-handed. Out into the flash. Broken up. Was that intercepted in midair? Ladies and gentlemen, what a play by Dale Jones. He was 2 feet away from Mike Shula, and as Shula released the ball, Dale Jones just reached out and picked it out of midair. An unbelievable interception by a big play player, Dale Jones Jr.
Two back from the backfield, back to throw. Pressure, hurt. Gonna be hit, ball fumbled, loose. Tennessee comes up with a big turnover, and Tennessee has the football at the Alabama 12. It was Derek Barnett that hit it free.
Season 1 over, season 2 starts after this bye week, so we gotta keep it rolling, and we can't let one game define our whole season. We had great pressure up the middle with D tackles. Our coverage in the back end did their job, and they gave me enough time to get there. So, I mean, it wasn't anything I did special. I mean, that's the 10 guys around me who made that sack possible.
You know, John, when that tip drill with the Shitella batted up in the air and Derek Barnett caught it against Alabama, that immediately the Dale Jones play came floating back to all of us.
It absolutely did, and it was just a similarly remarkable play by a remarkable individual. And I talked to Derek after the game last night, and the biggest thing that I took from him when I was talking to him about having to lead all these younger players, and I know they have that next man in philosophy, but when you get down to the third or fourth string, it gets a little bit tougher. And he just said, you know what, then it's on me. I have to lead better. I thought that was the most incredible statement I heard from any Tennessee player or coach last night. I thought that spoke immediately to the heart of Derek Barnett's character.
You know, he's not a rah-rah guy. He just does his job every single day in practice.
And he expects everyone else to perform and hold themselves to that same standard. He really is a perfectionist in the best sense of the word, because he not only wants perfection for himself, but he wants his teammates to expect it and to work with that goal in mind.
He wants to get better, and he wants his teammates to get better every day.
Every day, and that's the standard. And you can see him. His leadership has grown so much in the last 6 weeks, Bob, because it's had to grow. And that's the thing with Derek Barnett. If you challenge him, he will meet the challenge and exceed it every single time.
Time to announce the AutoZone player of the game. Get in the zone, AutoZone, and in the zone for Tennessee was Derek Barnett. Congratulations to Derek, our player of the game. Just had a remarkable game again, getting pressure on the Alabama quarterback, had an interception, had a couple of tackles for loss, and of course another strip sack for him. So congratulations to Derek Barnett for the auto parts, accessories, and advice you need. Get in the zone, AutoZone. When we come back, we'll look ahead to the open date in South Carolina in 2 weeks here on The Butch Jones Show.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by CPI Security, proud corporate sponsor of the Vols. By Humana, over 50 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Humana, your partner in health.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by the Tennessee Education Lottery, proud to have raised over $3.5 billion to support education programs in Tennessee.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Ford Truck Month is here. Now get 0 for 72 on a well-equipped 2016 F-150.
Go Vols!
I'm Clay Matthews, and I'm good at football. And so is Verizon.
because now you can watch every live, local, and primetime game on your phone with NFL Mobile, exclusively on Verizon. All without using your data. That's better than good. It's the best. And I'm the best. Watch live NFL games, NFL Red Zone, and more with NFL Mobile, all in HD, only on America's Best Network.
Being a First Tennessee customer makes you very, very comfortable and very confident that you're getting the best of the best in terms of customer service, innovation, and updated technologies each and every day. First Tennessee provides everything to be successful in a convenient way, especially with the online banking and the mobile banking. And the most powerful word you can use is trust, and I trust them with all my banking. I tell anyone who wants to bank with the best, follow me to First Tennessee.
One Tennessee. One sustainable goal. Zero waste in Neyland Stadium. No sort recycling. Now, zero excuses. Made possible by Eastman, Food City, and Waste Connections. No sort makes it easy to be a good sport. Tackle sustainability. At Tennessee, good sports always recycle. One Tennessee. One sustainable goal. Zero waste in Neyland Stadium. No sort recycling. Now, zero excuses. Made possible by Eastman, Food City, and Waste Connections. No sort makes it easy to be a good sport. Tackle sustainability. At Tennessee, good sports always recycle.
Time now for the First Tennessee First Look, a scouting report and look ahead at the Vols' upcoming opponents. Brought to you by First Tennessee, the official bank of the Vols.
I'm BFL Eric Ainge, and it's time for the First Tennessee First Look. The South Carolina Gamecocks head coach Will Muschamp. We've seen a Will Muschamp defense several times before as a Tennessee fan base. He's a Nick Saban guy. He's from the Nick Saban coaching tree of defense, LSU, head coach at Florida, and then now at South Carolina. We've seen a lot of the same stuff just this past week against Alabama. Man-to-man, rotating defensive fronts, a lot of pressure. Will Muschamp also does a very good job of disguising the back end and the back seven end of the coverage. On offense, South Carolina struggled a little bit this year, but they still have big playability. They have a couple guys that can run. Obviously, they have a lot of athletes at South Carolina. Tackling is at a premium against South Carolina, keeping the ball in front and making sure we don't give up the big plays. I'm VFL Eric Ainge, and that's the First Tennessee First Look.
South Carolina had an open date. They play UMass coming up on Saturday, kind of a tune-up for Tennessee. And Tennessee's got 2 weeks to get ready. And you don't even know if Tennessee had a game this coming week, if they'd have enough able bodies to even play. They're so banged up.
No, and you wonder if the bye week comes at exactly the right time or if Tennessee couldn't have perhaps used it more a week earlier. But I think in a lot of ways this works out very well for Tennessee. And the Vols have very meaningful football left the entire remainder of the season. It's been a long time since we've gotten to the end of October and said that Tennessee is in that SEC East conversation and has meaningful football. South Carolina lost 3 games in a row, Bob. They've not scored more than 14 points against SEC opposition this year. They're very thin. They've also had some injuries at wide receiver. I think played Texas A&M a couple of weeks ago without their top 3 wide receivers, and they've shuffled quarterbacks.
But you know that they'll make some adjustments during this open date and trying to correct a lot of their problems. And Tennessee has to kind of take a look at itself, too, during this open week to figure out where you go in these last 5 games.
Yeah, this is the time where Marcus Tatum has to absolutely grow and become exponentially better from the experience that he got against Alabama. And a guy like Nigel Warrior, can he take that next step? He's incredibly talented. I think he'll be a great player at this school. The question is, how soon does that arrive?
But you got to get Mike Abernathy back healthy, Darren Kirkland, a lot of guys that you got must-haves if you're going to have a great end.
We'd have to do a whole show if we were just going to list the guys that need to come back healthy, Bob.
That's exactly right. So again, there's no game next week. That means there's no Butch Jones show next week. We will see you in 2 weeks here with highlights from the Tennessee-South Carolina game. For John Bryce, I'm Bob Kessling. Have a great week in Big Orange Country.
This has been a presentation of the Vol Network, produced by IMG, the world's premier sports, media, and entertainment company. Produced at the Hand Digital Studio.